Dear viewers, 455 days of war. After the fall of Bakhmut, there was a sudden meteoric rise of Belgorod, where the so-called Russian volunteer group and Legions of Freedom of Russia moved inside Russian territory from Ukrainian side, which had worth a battalion force, including men and armored vehicles. Counter-terrorist operation was declared almost immediately after these troops or volunteers or militants enter into Belgorod and almost 8 kilometers inside. And that operation is declared completed yesterday afternoon. New attempts to enter the Russian territory from Ukrainian side by the Ukrainian troops in whatever names were not successful in nearby regions. Various reactions have followed, albeit guarded ones. Like Pentagon says, it did not approve transfer of equipment supplied to Ukraine to a third party, and neither Kiev asked for its permission. Directly and indirectly, everything has been told here. And after the loss of its supplied weapons inside Belgorod, it has flatly refused that these weapons belongs to the USA. Now coming to war zone, all along the battle lines, starting from southeast up to the north, the counter battery operation and interdiction operations continues. In north, otherwise, there is nothing special to report. In east, Bakhmut, there is nothing special again. In Avdiivka, there has been some movement wherein the Russian forces have moved towards the railway line and have captured 2 forest plantations and a part of forest belt. There is serious fight going on in west of Novobakhmutovka and north of Krasnogorovka. Russian forces carried out attack from Vodyanoe side and also towards Pervomaisky and Nevelskoye, however with not much of success. Nothing is special from south. As far as a spring offensive or any other form of offensive from either side is unlikely in near future, as it seems that the present war scenario itself part of offensive, like what happens in north in Belgorod and in east from the Russian side, and the interdiction and other forms of war, you call it hybrid or whatever, is escalating. Both sides claim to have gained or wrested the initiative and they will win. But let us see, the war is long and can shift towards any side. And as far as the peace offensive is concerned from either side, at this given moment is not at all positive. What is peace offensive? Rather using the term peace initiative. We will talk about it later in some other talks. Few related information. The Polish general Roman Polko has said the sabotage in regions is an attempt to awaken internal movement in Russia, seeking to end the special military operation in Ukraine, and the terrorists themselves must show the Russians that there is an alternative to the present government. The United Kingdom has begun to recruit mercenaries from North Africa and Middle East. These recruits are promised, in addition to salary, the citizenship of UK or European Union after the end of the contract, and naturally provided they live till that day to see if UK fulfills the promises. On 11 November 1911, during Italy-Turkish War, when the first handheld bomb was dropped from an aircraft, the fighting captain from below watched this bomb falling on the ground, creating no damages, exclaimed that these idiots are creating nonsense and not letting them fight peacefully. Well, before this and after this incident, also till date, the war cannot be separated from terrorist acts. And especially when imperialism has risen to a level, to the ugliest level, led by the Pentagon. I am not saying other imperialist powers are not doing so. And it can be seen at least in one example in Syria, where the Syrian oil is being plundered even today by the American troops. So the war is on, and one of the biggest war, and especially those who hold nuclear bombs, enough to destroy the world many times. Thank you, friends. See you tomorrow.